I never really sort of stepped out and thought, right, I'm going to be a lawyer. I guess it grew with knowledge that there was such injustice.
This necklace was actually made in a traditional way. These shells actually come from, I think, up in the island. They were collected by an elder in the traditional way. It takes a much longer time to collect the shells and actually make the necklace in the traditional way. It's not only the end product, but it's actually the making of the necklace that's important. It's the history surrounding gathering the shells, battling the odds with the weather, trying to get enough shells. So with every necklace comes a history.
Deborah Hocking and Leah Brown, we're here at Oyster Cove, Tasmania, Australia. What does Oyster Cove mean to you?
My great-grandfather's ashes were scattered here. A number of my cousins were too. It's also a place where we can discover our culture again, where the community comes together, and I guess we embrace that sense of culture.
With Indigenous history, the women are actually the survivors. They actually live longer than the men do. So particularly here in Tasmania, we've seen mostly elder women, the keepers of the culture, and also keeping the traditional cultural values going. So I guess that elder status is still very, very much respected and looked upon by young people as that. And I think that the wider community can learn a lot from that, because when I talk in the wider community about our elders and about the role that they play and in their teaching of the knowledge and their values, I think if that could be present in the wider community, the young ones in the wider community would probably have a lot more sight and a lot more hope.
Auntie Ida was very close to me. She was, in essence, I would liken her to my Aboriginal grandmother. She was very close to all the members of my family. And I guess every time we were there to see her, she'd always have a story to tell. Fantastic oral histories, and I guess we'd always go away with little thoughts and ideas of what we can do to represent that. And I guess our dances stem from our history, our culture, and other elements which we grasp from elders such as Auntie Ida.
My great-great-grandmother, Fanny Cochrane-Smith, after the death of Truganini in 1876, it was deemed that there were no more full-blood Aborigines left in Tasmania. Fanny Cochrane-Smith challenged that and in fact took it to Parliament and won the case and was granted 150 acres initially down at Nichols Rivulet. Now over a period of time, Fanny had become a Methodist as well as keeping her own spiritual values, and so she donated some of that land back to the Methodist Church to actually build a church. So in a sense that was the first act of reconciliation by an Aboriginal person in Australia, because I'm talking mid-1800s.